Once upon a time, in a valley in Sumatra, there lived a man named Toba. One day, he went fishing in the river. He waited a long time and became desperate. Just when he decided to stop trying, something tugged on his fishing rod. Toba was excited and started reeling in his fishing rod. And then, there it was, a large fish with shiny golden scales. Excited, he put the fish in a basin. Suddenly, a bright light shone from the basin. Covering his eyes, Toba stood watching in awe. After the light dimmed, Toba began to see well, and he was surprised because suddenly there was a tall and beautiful woman in front of him. Toba had never seen a woman as beautiful as her. He fell in love with her at first sight. "I was turned into a fish by a god's curse," explained the girl. "These gold coins inside the basin were my scales." Surprised and confused, Toba stared at the gold coins inside the basin. "Thanks to you, the curse is gone now," the lady smiled. "How beautiful she is! If only she wants to be my wife," Toba thought to himself. Unbeknownst to Toba, the lady could read Toba's mind. "I want to be your wife if only you fulfill one condition," said the lady. Surprised but intrigued, Toba replied to her demand. "Just say it. What's the condition?" "If we get married later, never bring up my origin as a fish. I'll be not the only one who suffer the consequences if you break this agreement," declared the lady, to which Toba promptly replied, "Of course, it's easy." And so, Toba finally married the lady. Not long after, they had their first child, a cute baby boy. Toba named him Samosir. Samosir grew into a naughty and lazy child. All he did was playing around. One day, the woman persuaded Samosir to take food to the fields for his daddy. But on his way, Samosir played with his friends instead. After playing, Samosir felt very hungry. He ate the food that was supposed to be his father's and left him only a handful. In the fields, Toba was starving and couldn't wait any longer. In the distance, he saw Samosir came running. Hurriedly, he asked Samosir for his food, only to find out that he only had the leftovers. Full of anger, Toba shouted to Samosir, "Hey Samosir, have you been eating my food? Your behavior is out of line. You little fish, come here." Toba was angry at Samosir without realizing he had spoken of the restriction his wife had previously warned him of. Toba hit Samosir until he cried loudly. Samosir then ran to the house, crying into his mother's arms. He told everything to his mother. Toba's wife felt sad because Toba had brought up her origins. Hesitantly, she ordered Samosir to run up the hill. Samosir obeyed her and ran up to the hill. Immediately, the sky was dark and lightning struck, and flood appeared from the river. Toba's wife suddenly jumped towards the tide and turned into a fish again. Toba, who was working in the fields, was shocked to see the flood coming towards him. but alas, he didn't have time to escape. Thus he drifted away and sank into the flood. Soon the surge flooded the entire valley and left only the top of the hill where Samosir was hidden. The flood had created a lake, and Samosir became an island. That's why the lake is named Lake Toba, and the island in the middle is called Samosir.